If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Edmonton right now, you need to see these numbers because the market is sending a very clear signal. And whether you're on the buying side or the selling side, what I'm about to share could save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Serge Bourgoin, and if you're new here, this channel is all about helping you make smarter real estate decisions right here in Edmonton. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a market update. All right, let's talk about what's actually happening in the Edmonton real estate market right now. The single most important number I look at every month is the listings to sales ratio, also called the absorption rate. Think of it as the pulse of the market. Right now, that number sits at 2.95 to 1. Here's what that means. For every roughly 3 homes available for sale, 1 sold in the last 30 days. The magic number for a balanced market, where neither buyers nor sellers have a clear advantage, is 4 to 1. We are well below that. To put that in real terms, there are 2,838 single-family homes currently listed in Edmonton and 961 homes sold in just the last 30 days. That is a market where demand is outpacing supply, and that has consequences for prices, for competition, and for how you need to approach this market as either a buyer or a seller. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part most people miss. The overall ratio tells you the headline, but the price band breakdown tells you the real story. Let me walk you through it. In the $200,000 to $300,000 range, the ratio is 2.17 to 1, deep seller's market. $300,000 to $400,000, 1.83 to 1. That is an extremely competitive range. Sellers have massive leverage here. $400,000 to $500,000, 230 to 1. Still very much a seller's market. $500,000 to $600,000, 2.88 to 1, seller's market. And $600,000 to $700,000, 3.87 to 1. We're getting closer to balanced here, but sellers still hold the edge. So if you are a buyer anywhere under $700,000, and that covers the majority of transactions in the city, you are playing in a seller's market, full stop. You need to be prepared for competition, you need to be pre-approved, and you need to be ready to move quickly when the right home comes up. Now, what happens once we cross that $700,000 threshold? $700,000 to $800,000 comes in at 440 to 1, just above balanced. And as we move into the 800s, 900s, and above, those ratios climb higher, meaning more inventory relative to demand and more negotiating room for buyers. Let's talk about what this competitive environment is doing to prices. The average selling price right now is $560,581, and that number has been climbing. Part of that is straightforward supply and demand, but there's another factor at play. We're seeing more sales activity in the higher price ranges, which pulls that average upward. Homes are selling in an average of just 33 days, and they're closing at 98.55% of list price. Let me translate that for you. If a home is listed at $500,000, it's selling for around $492,750 on average. That is not the market where you come in with a lowball offer and hope for the best. Sellers are pricing well, and buyers are meeting them very close to asking price. The window between listing and sale is tight. If you see something you like, waiting a week to think about it is a strategy that is costing buyers in this market. Now I want to spend a moment on something that genuinely surprised me when I looked at the latest numbers, and that's the luxury market. Above $1 million, we currently have 266 listings and 44 sales in the last 30 days, giving us a luxury absorption rate of 6.05 to 1. Now, that's still above the balanced market benchmark, meaning there's more supply relative to demand compared to the lower price ranges. But here's what's significant. That number has been falling steadily. Earlier in our data, the luxury absorption rate was sitting above 10 to 1. We've gone from 10 down to 6 in a meaningful trend. Luxury homes are now selling at 96.15% of list price and in an average of 57 days. I'll be honest with you, that is the strongest I have seen the luxury segment perform in about 2 years. Buyers at that level are showing up with more urgency, and the gap between what sellers are asking and what buyers are paying is narrowing. If you have been sitting on a luxury property wondering whether Now is the right time. The data is starting to make a compelling case. So let me bring this all together. What does this actually mean for you? If you're a seller, the market is working in your favor, especially if you're priced under $700,000. With homes selling in 33 days at nearly full list price, the conditions are there. The key is pricing it right from day one and making sure it shows well. Overpriced listings are still sitting, well-prepared ones are moving fast. If you're a buyer, I want to be straight with you. This is not the market to be passive in. Get your financing in order before you start seriously looking. Know your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. And when the right home comes up, be ready to act. And if you're in the luxury space, both buyers and sellers should be paying close attention right now. The momentum shift in that segment is real. That's your Edmonton real estate market update for April 2026. If you have questions about your specific situation, whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or just trying to figure out what your home is worth, drop a comment below or reach out directly. I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.